Okay, so the first dream was I'm at work. I'm at some, actually, yeah, I'm at work. It looks like work. And instead of having coworkers there, it's a bunch of my family members. I have, like, I think it's cousins, mostly cousins and siblings or something. And it's so weird. We're doing like a fashion show thing almost. Everyone's dressed nice. And we're just walking around my workplace and we're doing like some weird fashion show for each other. Everyone's just walking around and we're posing and we're also doing recordings of it. But then at one point we're watching like a video almost. It's a mini documentary about some singer or some fashion thing. And I think it has something to do with Beyonce. So Beyonce, the singer, obviously, is like doing some sort of performance or has some sort of like mini documentary. And I remember it was not too long. It's only like 20 to 30 minutes long. And so we're sitting there at my workplace and we're all watching this weird little documentary about like fashion and clothing. And one of my relatives, I think it's my cousin, she ends up fast forwarding this video and like basically skipping forward to different parts of it. And we're just sitting there watching it on a big TV. And the big TV is like on some stand with wheels. Like it was basically rolled around. It's being rolled around the workplace, and we're just all standing around watching it randomly. It's very strange how like it doesn't make sense. I don't even know why we're doing that, but the one cousin starts moving the clip around, like fast forwarding and then also rewinding. So it's basically skipping forward. And I keep getting frustrated because now people aren't really paying attention. And the documentary was really interesting, and it's like I wanted to watch it. And so I asked her, I'm like, why are you like doing this with the clip forward and backwards, or you're not playing it properly? We can't watch the clip properly. And she's like, oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it. We'll just watch this documentary another time, another day. And so the movie is kind of ignored, this little mini documentary. And my cousin starts helping people with their clothing and their style. She's like guiding them. And at one point, there's like a row of people, and now it's strangers there as well. It's just a bunch of people. It's like they're friends of family members and friends of friends, and it's just a big group, and they're all dressed really nice. And at one point, my cousin's walking down a line of them and saying like pose, pose, pose. She just keeps repeating that word, and all these people who are like in a line start doing this weird pose where they're like sucking in their stomachs and like suddenly just shifting their hip a little, almost like just striking, literally like striking a pose for a photo or something. And there's like a long lineup, like 10 or 20 people. And I think most of them are actually my cousin's friends. And they're just doing this pose. And then it's kind of the same dream. We're all just standing around. And I remember I'm dressed up like pretty nicely too. And I'm wearing like a suit, like a nice dark gray, light, almost like a black suit. And but it's all black. And suddenly my family and friends are there as well. And everyone's just talking about their clothes or comparing clothes. And then somehow somebody finds out that I spent 400 and what was no, it was like 500 or it was around 500 or $600 on this suit. And it's like a really nice suit. But then everyone starts acting like I got ripped off. They're like, how could you buy a $600 suit? That's so stupid. And I'm like, no, it's a nice suit. It's a like good material. It's a special brand. It's Italian. It's like an Italian suit. And they're all just almost like talking behind my back and making fun of me, saying that I got ripped off. And suddenly the sales guy who sold me the suit is there, and he's trying to defend himself and his clothing. And he's like, you guys don't know anything about suits. This is like a very expensive suit. It's nice quality. It's good quality. It's going to last a long time. And my family members are kind of insulting him and talking about other brands or something. And it's now I'm debating whether who's correct and who's not. I feel like I maybe actually did get ripped off, and I'm just kind of defending myself. And everyone's again, they're just shocked that I spent $600 on this suit. And that was the end of that dream sequence. It was very weird. And then another part of the dream that I remember, I don't remember much about this one. It was like a movie or a this was kind of like some video game action movie scenes where I'm with someone. I don't know who I'm with, but I'm with someone who's like a partner, and we're both like agents or cops or something, and we're trying to escape some facility. And I just remember we have guns and we have like some kind of tactical gear, some sort of Mission Impossible, James Bond type stuff. I don't know, but we're escaping this facility and we're, I guess, undercover. And my friend and I are walking through the building. I don't know if he's even a friend or just like a fellow agent, and we're trying to escape this building. There's people all around though. It's like these weird rooms and corridors, and it looks like a lab. Actually, yeah, I think it's like some sort of secret lab or some scientific laboratory, and they're doing experiments and weapons analysis and like all these different types of things. And so we're escaping, trying to get outside, and there's different, I guess, kind of like security features or like almost like booby traps that we have to be careful of. And so I'm doing things like opening a special door and then flipping a switch, and my friends, like my fellow agent, whatever, he's like turning off, disabling something, and we're just kind of going room for room. We're also, I think we've been not caught, but some people are following us in the building. So some people know about us, and we're trying to escape. And eventually we get to some room or something, and my fellow agent flips the, I think it's the like fire alarm. That was like near, there's the very ending where he just had to flip the fire alarm, which ends up causing all these security doors to open automatically. But then right near the end, I think he kind of gets caught. He either gets killed or caught, and I'm at like the last door basically, and it's made out of glass. And I remember being able to open that door, and I jump out, and I'm about to escape, and but there's people outside, and at this point, I somehow managed to convince them I'm one of them. Like I think I'm undercover, different, like I'm wearing a different uniform, and I'm undercover or something like that. And so these guys are surrounding me, but they're confused, and I just act the part, like I'm acting like I'm one of them. And there's these cars kind of parked. It's not even a parking lot, but it's just these different cars. Some look like, it's almost like that, kind of like in James Bond, where he always gets like that special car, and it's got like features and weapons built in. It's like some fancy, Aston Martin or Rolls Royce or some kind of car like that. And so again, I just somehow act the part, pretend I'm one of them, and then I basically kind of just casually get in the car and I drive off or something like that. I remember I get away, but my agent, like my fellow agent, my partner, doesn't end up getting away. I can't remember. He's either killed or caught, and I just drive off. And that's all I remember from that part of the dream. And then this last part, one other part, I remember this was a different dream. And it was really weird, very creepy, like not creepy, actually, it was just kind of disgusting. It was, I don't know, I think I was watching something. It's on TV or something. I'm watching like some program, and it's like weird art. Sometimes you have all these like modern or postmodern artists, and there's this art exhibit. And again, it's like one of those dreams where I'm watching it happen, but I'm also in the dream. And these guys, it's like a group of adults. And one part was so nasty. I didn't even understand it. It's basically like there's these people in the room, and it's a small room. And these people have to survive. They have to live. They don't have any food. And they have to do these weird tasks and answer questions like trivia. And again, it's a small room. There's like 4 or 5 of them, like mixed. There's men and women, and they look like they're in their 20s, like maybe they're all adults. They're maybe in their 20s or 30s, and they have to do these tasks. And above the room, it's almost like a window. It's so strange. It's like an opening above them, right? It's almost like it's not really a balcony, but it's kind of like just a window from a second floor that opens to this little room area. And this other person is there. It's like a team. It's almost like a game show, but I remember watching this and knowing it's an artistic thing. It's supposed to be an art exhibit. And so, but it also feels like a game show. And so this person who's on the second level, like this, they're all a team. They're all working together. But it's supposed to, it was, I think it was supposed to symbolize something. I don't even know what it was supposed to symbolize. But anyways, the point is, they said these people in the room had no food and they're actually very hungry. They're starving basically, and so their partners, like no, they're like this group, this other person who's on the second floor through this window, like they open a shutter or they open a window and they pop their head out, and they would literally puke like a baby bird gets the food puked at them from the mother. So this person who's on the second floor is eating food, or they've already eaten food, and they have to puke the food out. Ugh, so it was so nasty, so weird. The person just kept puking the food out randomly, and the people below him, there was like, again, I think it was like three or four. It's like, yeah, about four or five men and women, and they would just basically open their mouths and try to catch the puke from. It's so nasty. They had to catch the puke from this person. It was like part of the competition, part of the game. But again, they were so hungry that like they had to eat it, and that's the only way they could survive. And I remember they're like opening up their mouths and catching this food, and I'm watching this. Like again, it's like a TV show, but I'm also there, and and no, I think it was no, it wasn't a TV show. It was art. It's some weird like super. It's supposed to be all super sophisticated advanced art, and I'm watching this, and I'm like, it's so nasty, and I'm so disgusted. I'm like, this is art. Like this is what art has become. Some person puking like food out of their mouth, like fully, like not just like putting food in their mouth and chewing it. Like this is like they're full on vomiting into these mouths of these people, and it's like weird because they're like a whole floor down. It's like, imagine like I guess I don't know, like maybe 15 feet or 20 feet almost in the air of this other person. Like they're like the art exhibit creator. I don't even know if they're creator, but they were all basically artists, art students type of thing. And but it was so normal for them. And I think there were actually other people, there's other people watching it and almost not encouraging, but they're just like, they're supporting, like they're just like they get it or something. It's like, wow, this is amazing. So there are other people there who are just so fascinated by this thing, and they're like, I think they're making like social commentary, like this is amazing, this is like, this is art, yeah, this is so deep. And I'm just watching these men and women like trying to catch the puke, and it's weird because it's almost like they're always able to do it. Like they never miss the person who's puking from the second floor. They're just regurgitating, just constantly puking this nasty liquid out of their mouths, and the people underneath, like they're able to catch it from like a whole floor down, and then they're eating that food. Like that's their nourishment, and that's how they live. And that was it. Like there's nothing else to it. That's all I remember from the dream. It was so nasty and it made no sense. But that's some artistic art for you.